these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A.
And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at shooting guard. Jacks up a three. Mobley with the block.
Already a stellar defender, Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
From deep, Mitchell. Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And George launches it from deep. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Allen inside. He's covered by Oubre. The three from Mitchell. Misses his fourth shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Maxey with it. Strus covering. Takes a three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Stolen. Fast break, Philadelphia. Three-pointer. Grimes' shot is off. The Cavaliers have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. Gets the three to fall.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Off target from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Pass to Allen. He shoots a three. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Embiid, a screen on Garland. For three, Maxey buries it from three.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Mobley against Oubre. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Back to Strus. For three. Outside for Mitchell. Garland against Oubre. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer, no good. 76ers trail by 3. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Mobley finds Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. Mitchell with room to shoot. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's George. Yet to see a basket from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Strus connects from downtown.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Maxey surveys. For 3, George. Cavaliers with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Hits the trifecta.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
Now here's Garland. Out left to the wing. Allen outside. Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's Grimes. The three. Unable to get that one. Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
We've got Javonte Green, Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then there's Okoro, and it's Jerome in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Hunter the screen. Long range from the inbound. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. In transition. Okoro, no good. Oh, deflected. The three. Jerome, that's good.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
A shot by Butler, no good. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And here's Hunter for 3. And he buries his first look.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And there's the screen. Butler passes to Embiid. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers lead by 5. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Here's Jerome. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. He buries it from 3. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And here's Butler outside. Knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jerome passes to Green. From the arc. And Cleveland another 3.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And here's Butler outside. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 7 rebounds in the game. A deep 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. You very rarely see a miss.
Maxey against Garland. The 3 is up. Hunter with the rebound. Now the Cavaliers with it. They're on a 15-3 run. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Hunter passes to Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Maxey. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the 76ers making a change here. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Ryan, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Garland against Maxey. George for three. On target from range.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Over to the left wing. This one for three. Grimes' shot is off.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Strus. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Evan Mobley comes in for Hunter.
Evan Mobley.
23 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mobley. Paul George pulls it in. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. For three, Maxey. They set the screen. There's the triple. Nails it from three. Maxey's got 9 points. Garland for three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cleveland on top. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Paul George, Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
On the wing, Mitchell. Give him 8 points now. No good on the 3. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 11. Oubre, a screen on Mobley. Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Fires for 3. The Sixers again can't hit. Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. The 3 from Mitchell, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. George, good.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Garland out to Mobley, puts up a 3, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist with that last one. For 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The drive by Garland. Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Fires from way outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. From deep. And that's good. Maxey for 3. Maxey's got 12.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Garland for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Okay, this is what he does. Mitchell, he's got a scorer's mindset full on.
Maxey with it. Strus covering. And here's Oubre from the arc. The ball's knocked loose. Cleveland leading by 11. Launches it from deep. That one is off. The 76ers have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Now here's Garland. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Here's Garland. They get it back. Outside for Mitchell. From deep three-point land. He can't hit that time. 76ers trail by 11. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outfit.
Hunters checked in for the Cavaliers.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone, but in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Back to Mobley. Here's the three. Rebound by Philadelphia. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter here.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside for Mitchell. Takes the three. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's 76ers trail by 8. Here's Grimes. Mobley with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here. A different look for Cleveland. Okoro is checked in for Jared Allen. Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Jerome subbed in for Darius Garland. Here's McCain. No points yet. Yabusele. Book that.
Yabusele for 3.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Strus. Cleveland again missing. Pass to Maxey. Here's Bona. The kick out to Edwards. Gets it off. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Cleveland on top, leading by 5. And we've got more action. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. 76ers trail by 5. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Darius Garland. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Strus in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Well, Cleveland's shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Back to Garland. Outside Strus. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Launches it. Strus grabs the miss. And so it's Cleveland with it. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. The 3 ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Pass to Strus. Lets the 3 fly. And Cleveland another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Cavaliers lead by 6. And here's Hunter from the arc. Here's Wade. Outside Strus. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Jerome on the wing. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Butler passes to Edwards. There's the three. Outside for Butler. The three is up. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Fader on the way. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now Embiid. It's stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers on the break. And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Here's McCain. Knocks down the long J. McCain's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time now.
Wade, that's good. 76ers trail by 8. They set a pick, and here's Butler outside. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Strus outside. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Oh, got a piece of it. Garland with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Strus against Edwards. The kick to Hunter. Puts one up from 19. It doesn't go for him. Here's Yabusele. Hunter covering. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
On the wing, Wade. Pass to Garland. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. The Sixers again can't hit. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Jerome. And it's blocked by Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Wade. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Jerome. George with it. Now guarded by Mobley. And it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
From downtown. He can't get that one to fall.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it. If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Pass to Mobley. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Outside Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark.
A lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's done. And at the three, the small forward. Pass to Mitchell from the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
For 3, Booker sinks the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
From outside the arc, they get it back. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Cleveland's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
And they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Durant's shot is good.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Lets the 3 fly. Mobley with the rebound.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Allen, that's good.
And how about the quick thinking on the catch and shoot? Have to applaud Allen's decision-making there.
Booker with it. Garland picks him up. There's Beal with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Garland. That shot missing. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Durant deciding where to go with it. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Here's Garland picks one up. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal's checked in. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers, trailing by 2. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Phoenix, no good that time either. Beal against Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Well, Phoenix shooting 33% here in the first quarter. The offensive rebound outside for Beal. Another shot. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Durant just inside the line. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Cavaliers trailing. Mitchell in the corner. A 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 9.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Outside Durant. Fires from deep. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Here's Allen. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Launches it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Isaac Okoro out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Green. And there's Mobley. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Jones, no one around him. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Hunter, no good. Suns leading by 4, and Phoenix pushing it up now. Jones, no luck. The Cavaliers shooting just 31% in the game. In the corner, Okoro with it. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And another miss by Cleveland.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside, Beal. O'Neal on the wing, covered by Mobley. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Okoro dishes to Hunter. Back to Okoro. Here's Jerome. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Nobody near Allen. And the 3-ball is good. Allen's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
They kick it out to Green. Fade away. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on Javonte Green. That's his first foul. Max Strus is checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Green. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Tyus Jones. Now here's Booker. The 3. Now here's Plumlee. Still yet to score. Fades and shoots. No good from Booker. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Mobley finds Hunter. Trying to get something going. Mobley inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. And it's Mitchell in for Ty Jerome. And for the Suns, Durant's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Jones subbed in for Beal. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Hunter, no one around him. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leaps for it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. The wide open shot from Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. Plumlee, they grab their own miss. Here's Dunn. The Cavaliers pull it in. Garland with it. Now guarded by Booker. Garland, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Dunn. Wing shot on the way. Hunter grabs the miss.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Suns leading by 7. Jones the pass to Booker. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
They set him up. Booker's going to knock it down. Great execution there.
And here's Garland for 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now Mitchell. After the missed 3 from Mason Plumlee. Fires the 3. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Dunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Durant, no good. On the wing, Mitchell. He's got 9. Here's the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a three-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
And here is Beal after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Beal against Mitchell. And Beal is good for 3. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
No one better to answer with a 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Done against Strus. Nobody near Allen. From outside, off the mark. Suns leading by 10. Here's Beal. He's got 6. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Mitchell's got 12.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Booker sinks the 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mitchell dishes to Mobley. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They get it back. The deep 3 from Durant. Offensive rebound. From deep 3-point territory. Again, Durant missing. The Cavaliers trail by 10 for 3. Mitchell. 1:46 left to play in the third.
This is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Garland finds Strus. Lets it go with a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got his 6th assist on the night. Scooped up. Pass to KD. Stolen by Garland. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Strus puts up a deep 3. Here's Allen. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Mitchell outside. And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Drills it from outside.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
Mitchell with it. 12 points for him. Here's Mobley. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off.
And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Darius Garland. Hunter is out there with Max Strus. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cleveland moving the ball around. Unloads. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Okeke.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
And here's Booker from the arc. Kicks it out to Jones. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. And the Suns lead by 9.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
From deep. Okeke, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. And here's Plumlee. Shoots the 3. Okeke grabs the miss. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Garland with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Okeke, no good. Phoenix leading by 9. Dunn, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's Strus on the wing. Garland, the pass to Jerome. Good on the triple. Jerome's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Here's Dunn. Here's Plumlee. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. For 3, Hunter. That one misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Okeke. That one a little long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chuma Okeke. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Okeke. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. And then for Phoenix, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And here's Booker from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Devin Booker will flat put it to you on the three-point line. Don't give him any open shots.
Snatched up. Pass to Garland. Can't connect from long distance. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Mitchell launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Booker. KD's got 21 in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Phoenix leading by 9. His first shot coming late. And that one's good. Richards.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
And here's Strus for 3. The rebound by Richards. Richards, Beal fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here's Strus for 3. And stolen by Booker. Here's Dunn. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. For 3. And that's good. Max Strus for 3.
Well, Darius Garland showing good vision and making good decisions. Exactly what you need from your point guard.
And again, it's the Suns missing. Cleveland with the ball. 8-point game. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Durant way outside. The quick look, no good that time. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Beal. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. So the Suns win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway. Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the small forward position. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Grimes. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Booker against Maxey. The three. And Booker hits from deep.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With this three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
Maxey passes to Embiid. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Out to the right wing. George, a screen on Beal. Kicks it to George. There's the three.
Yeah, nice defensive effort there from Beal. As a leader, that's how you inspire the rest of your team.
Durant with the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George for three. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
It's stolen by Oubre. Here's Grimes. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Durant surveying the D. The three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
George outside. Up and overdone. George's shot is off.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with the 76ers head coach. I asked Coach what the game plan is for Kevin Durant. They remarked, hope KD misses a few shots. A 7-footer with his skill should be illegal. Durant is a legend, but our guys are hyped to face off with him. Let's see if their energy can slow Durant down a little bit, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Booker. And Durant with the big finish.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Durant's shot is off. 76ers trail by 5. Outside Maxey. Puts up a three. And Durant with the block. To the middle. George with a steal. Here we we go. The Sixers on the break. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. The Suns have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. George has got 6.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Here's Dunn. Phoenix no good that time either. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Trailing by 2. And the call over the back.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, O'Neal. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Here's McCain. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Royce O'Neal is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Jones in at point guard. Now here's Butler. The long-distance 3 is buried. Butler's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's Plumlee with a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers trailing. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Butler outside. Fires in the triple. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
The D lagging on the break, and he makes them pay full price.
Butler against Beal. From outside the arc. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Grayson Allen. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Grimes in for Butler. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Jones. For 3, Booker. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Grimes. And here's Oubre. There's the triple. Drops in the 3.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Booker for 3. And Booker cash on the 3.
Oh, that was quick. Booker getting those 3 points back easily.
Launches a 3. Grimes' shot is off.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Booker, good.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Embiid misses. The Suns leading. Booker looking around. And the Suns get another 3. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And here are the Suns. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. The 3 is up. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Booker. Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Grimes. Fires the three. On target from range.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. Booker missing again.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Yabusele. He's covered by O'Neal. And it's off from three-point range. Well, the Suns shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Here's Dunn. Three-pointer, no good. The 76ers shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. Out to Oubre. The steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Plumlee, plenty of space. Phoenix no good that time either. The 76ers shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Outside Oubre. Beyond the arc. And Booker pulls it down. Well, the Suns shooting poorly, just 30% so far. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From behind the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Embiid. From downtown. That shot, no good. Booker for three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so a close game as we wrap. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're measuring up that shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Paul George. Then it's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Dunn outside. Shoots over George. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's got his first points in this one. 76ers trail by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. For 3, Maxey. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Richards with a screen. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, Durant. Philadelphia grabs the miss. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. Stripped it away. Grimes, the pass to Oubre. George, a deep 3. It's George on the wing. From the arc. Richards pulls it in. The Suns lead by 4. Outside Durant. And that's going to be a travel.
Sixers ball.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Maxey surveys. Connects from downtown. Maxey's got 9 points.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package. That should and would be a bad shot for most, but Durant's shooting ability is just that extraordinary.
They get it back.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Here's Grimes. Booker defending. A nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
The Sixers trailing. Embiid high post. For three, Maxey. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Maxey's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
The three ball. Dunn's shot is good. And the Suns lead by 1.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
For three, George. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beal outside. 1:03 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Richards. And a nice finish on the layup. And now a 3-point Phoenix lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
For three, Maxey. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Oubre with a steal. George peels it out a bit. Back to Embiid. Pass to George. Inside. Stolen by Booker. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. He pulls it. They get it again. Three-pointer. Beal. The kick to Durant. Jacks up a 3. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Tyus Jones, Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And here's Butler outside. Jones grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 6. This one for 3. The shot by Dunn, no good. Pass to McCain. Back to Butler. It's tipped and stolen by Jones. Here we go. For 3, Booker. It's Booker in the open floor.
3 points.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Screen by Embiid. And here's Butler outside. He buries it from 3.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
There's Plumlee with a 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by O'Neal. There's a screen. Out left to the wing. From deep. Jones grabs the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Edwards against Booker. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Oubre, he's checked in for Edwards.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers.
The three, Durant. Oh, KD going to work from deep.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oubre with a steal. Pass to Embiid. Oh, got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So it's Philadelphia now. 9-point game. Now here's Maxey. Booker defending. George against Durant. Takes the three. Rebound by the 76ers. Let's go with a three. And George gets it to go on the assist by Maxey.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Durant for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-foot. Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Off target from outside. 76ers trail by 9. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Booker. For three, George drains the triple.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Oubre, a screen on Booker. George, a deep three. Booker with the defensive effort.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. A deep three. That doesn't go either for Durant.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And it's Maxey missing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For three, George, and he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
There's a screen, puts up a deep 3. The shot no good. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the center. Shot by Grimes, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shot by Grimes, no good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The 3 from Garland. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Maxey against Garland. The wide open shot from Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And here is Mitchell after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And here's Strus for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. From the arc. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Kicks it out to Garland. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Oh, you can't give Garland any room from that coffin corner.
76ers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And stolen by Mobley. There's the drive. A 3 from Strus. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, it's one thing to be aggressive hot shot. It's another thing to get reckless. He's got to stay under control.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Now, here's Garland. After the miss from Joel Embiid. For 3, Mitchell. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oubre sets the screen for George. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 9 points.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mobley, a screen on Oubre. Here's the 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And here is Garland. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The tray. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. George with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Embiid. A switch here also for Cleveland. Okoro's checked in for Mobley. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. And that one's good. Maxey.
Dialing it up from distance. Maxey with great confidence.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hunter, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And here's George for three. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The drive by Mitchell. Up top, Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Evan Mobley. DeAndre Hunter out there with the Okoro. And it's Green, and it's Jerome in at the 1. Now here's Butler. His three-pointers off the mark. And stolen by Butler. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Philadelphia shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Max Strus is checked in for Javonte Green. Embiid the screen. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so here is Philadelphia after Cleveland got the three-pointer. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Oh, Hunter in position. Unable to get that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now, here's Strus. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And they're moving it up. Here's McCain. The 76ers again can't hit it. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything he throws up there.
Outside Butler. It's up a 3. They grab their own miss. Takes a 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Pass to Jerome. From downtown. Mobley kicks to Okoro. Here's Jerome, defended by Butler. So they take the lead. Jerome's got 5 points in the quarter. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Pass to McCain. Embiid against Strus. That is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Joel Embiid.
Guys over 7 foot like Embiid, they are not supposed to do that.
Hunter with it for the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McCain's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And it's Strus missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Over in the corner, Edwards. The shot by Butler, nobody around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Over to the wing. Okoro, wide open, he fires. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Three-pointer, Butler. Hunter grabs the miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Edwards can't hit. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Yabusele. Three-pointer, Butler. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Here's Okoro. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cleveland ahead, ending the second quarter on a 12-3 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Defending the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Maxey out there with George. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. The 76ers trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to George. Pass to Oubre. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got the first bucket of the third here for the 76ers. Garland against Maxey. Lets it go from deep. And it's Darius Garland with the 3.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Now, here's George. 15 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Now George. Oubre, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Oubre with the steal. Maxey on the wing. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. 76ers on defense. This one for 3. And it's Strus missing. On the wing, George. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's Allen on the wing. Mitchell in the corner. From deep. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And they take the lead. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
And stolen by Maxey. Launches the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here is Garland. He's got 6. A nice shot by Mobley.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
Oubre sets the screen for George. Pass to Oubre. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Corner by Embiid. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, "I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody." Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Now, Maxey. After Jared Allen missed from long range. Hands it from downtown.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Garland against Maxey. Nobody near Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. That 3 off the mark. Cavaliers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jerome. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
McCain nailed from three-point land. McCain's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Driving the lane. Pass to Okoro. Here's Jerome. 1 second left. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jerome's got 10 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Thompson is out there with Hunter. Then it's Max Strus. Then there's Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2. Now Hunter. After the missed 3 from Joel Embiid, Strus finds Garland. Misses the 3. The 76ers shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Embiid from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Here's Jerome. Pass to Strus. Fires for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Gordon. And it's Butler in for Kyle Lowry. And Cleveland with a change here too. Allen's checked in. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide open man.
Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The 76ers leading by 6. Here's McCain. A 3-pointer, no good. Cleveland's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. A 3 from Strus. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Jerome. And here's Strus for three. And the three ball is good.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Embiid with a screen on Garland. Butler finds Embiid. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Garland, the pass to Strus. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist.
An equally gifted scorer and passer, Garland, unselfishness, it just keeps the defense on its toes.
The 76ers lead. Butler with the ball. Garland picks him up. Pass to Embiid. Embiid the screen. For three. The three. Good for Embiid.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Who's in the corner? Offline with his three.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Butler, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Hunter on the wing. Releases. Jerome, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Got a piece of it. Strus kicks to Garland. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Now, here's Butler. Pass to McCain. Just 4 to shoot.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Garland with it.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Mitchell. Got it up in time. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. What a show they put on here at home tonight. All right, David, thank you. Well,
NBA over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you see the unlimited range of Kevin Durant, and how easy is it to the Slim Reaper.
On the wing, Mitchell. And here's Strus outside. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Devin Booker is a two-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a three-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
That doesn't go either for Durant. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And a deep three from Strus. It's hauled in by the Suns. And now the Suns, fast break, puts up a deep three. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Mitchell misses. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. From deep three-point land. That's good from Durant on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 6 points.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
Garland finds Mobley. They get it back. Outside for Mitchell. Cleveland again missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Another three for Phoenix.
As soon as he's shot ready, Kevin Durant, the rise and fire on the pull-up jumper, that is sweet.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at her.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland feeling it out a bit. Outside Strus. Back to Garland. Clock at 6. Shoots over Booker. Garland, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
For 3, Booker. He can't get that one to fall.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And here's Allen. The jump hook. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch. It's
Booker on the wing, guarded by Garland. Fade away. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mitchell with the ball. For three, Allen. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. We've got Javonte Green. Okoro is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome, and it's Mobley in at the center position. Hunter can't get it to go. Suns trail by 4, and they're pushing it up. Here's Plumlee. Outside O'Neal. Lets the three fly. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Dunn, he's checked in for Allen. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Strus is checked in. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Beal launches from deep. Phoenix no good that time either. Cleveland leading by 4. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Okoro outside. Back to Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. Okoro outside. Strus against Plumlee, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Phoenix making a switch here. Booker's checked in, and Cleveland with a change here too. Garland's checked in for Okoro. Screen by O'Neal. Booker for 3. Devin Booker for 3.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
And a deep 3 from Garland. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Cavs have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Back to Jerome. Here's the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jerome. Out to Mobley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Fades and shoots. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 4. Beal surveying the D. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Back to Hunter. It's stolen by Dunn. And Booker puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Garland.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
O'Neal misses. The Cavaliers leading. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The
Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. From deep three-point land, the Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Hunter, the fadeaway. Rebounded by Dunn.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the Suns miss again. Well, Cleveland's shooting only 27% for today's game. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Pure from three-point range. From deep. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It could go. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Garland. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all see.
Durant way outside. From deep, Durant.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
Well, I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
Now here's Garland. He has 6. Outside Mitchell.
Suns foul. Garland. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Suns trail by 4. Here's Richards. Phoenix no good that time either.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Ooh, it's stolen away. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal. O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Garland finds Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 6 here in the quarter.
He will be unguardable if he starts making shots consistently from this distance. Turn the lights out.
The Cavaliers lead by 4. Right side, Garland. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Suns have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Durant for 3. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Garland for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. For 3, Durant. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Beal against Garland. Outside Mitchell. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Suns trail by 4. Richards with it. Picked up by Allen. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Fast break, Cleveland. Garland for 3. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. And Beal launches from deep. And the Suns miss again. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Here's Mitchell. O'Neal pulls it in. And Beal puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Garland for 3. Drills it from deep. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
And it's Cleveland's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Kept alive. Pass to Mitchell. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't go for him. And Beal puts up a deep 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Mitchell. For 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Cleveland on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Tristan Thompson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Garland in at point guard.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity, and no good. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. And the Suns pushing it up now for 3, Booker. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now, and it's stolen by Plumlee. And he nails that one right through the heart. The Cavaliers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. From deep three-point range, Jerome, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Three-pointer, O'Neal. No good on the shot. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Hunter. Fires for 3. It's kept alive. Here's Thompson. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Snatched away. Jerome passes to Thompson. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
A nice shot by Booker.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any 3 he gets. That is pretty.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Plumlee. Fires from deep. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Strus outside. They get the rebound. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Strus. Garland, the pass to Strus. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Garland for 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Pass to Plumlee. 4-3. The shot comes out. The Cavaliers leading and pushing it up. Here's Cleveland, and here's Thompson for 3. The shot that time not on target.
Well, even though that's a nice wide open look, it's not a good decision. He would have been better off passing that way.
And here's O'Neal. Jones with the ball. Screen by O'Neal. Deflects the pass. And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Cleveland shooting a rough 25% from the field in this game. Garland for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1 minute left in the fourth. Done outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And here's Strus outside. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Dunn, no good.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Booker against Garland. From deep, Strus. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. What a performance they had here at home.
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. And I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Kelly Oubre, also George out there. Maxey out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Now George, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Durant sets a screen for Beal. Pass to Booker. Oubre with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Drills the three-pointer. George has got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the 76ers. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If you do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Thanks, David. And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
And here's Booker after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Poked away. And here's Booker from the arc. There's Beal with the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. George way outside. Beal pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Richards, and the Suns miss again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And here's the fast break. Dunn dishes to Booker. Fades away. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And George kicks to Embiid. Back to George. Pass to Grimes. For 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
KD with the bucket.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Maxey, no good. Suns trail by 3. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Dunn, and Jones subbed in for Beal. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's George, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns. 6-point game. The wide open look for Durant. Traps in the tray. Durant's got 9.
Poetry in motion. Such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that 3 ball's going down.
George with the screen on Jones. Maxey. The 76ers with another miss. Maxey's gone 1 of 4 from the field. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the third. Suns trail by 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And the Suns miss again. The 76ers leading by 3. Takes the 3. No good there. El Phoenix shooting alarming 21% to get things going here.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Edwards against Allen. From downtown, it doesn't go for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep the crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Edwards. Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2. Now here's Beal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And love how assertive Beal is. He loves pulling up fast and surprising the D with that quickness.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Three-pointer, Butler. Good work defensively by Jones. Phoenix leading by 3. Now here's Plumlee, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Gordon's checked in. Embiid sets the pick for Gordon. This one for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now here's Dunn. Still scoreless.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Oubre passes to Grimes. For the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And the Suns miss again. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Grimes. The offensive rebound. Pass to McCain. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Shot by Grimes. No good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
76ers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Phoenix. Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
George with the screen on Durant. Oubre, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 3. A 3-ball. Paul George grabs the miss. The 76ers shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 12 points in the game.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Latrey. That shot no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Maxey with it, now guarded by Booker. Another miss by Philadelphia. Suns trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Oubre. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant kicks to Booker. They get it again. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Dunn. Shot to stop the run. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Here in the second quarter, he's been cold from distance. I think he may need to adjust his approach.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Oubre, good.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
A wide open look for Plumlee. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. And it's no good.
What? Side out.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And so here is Philadelphia. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The shot by George, no good. And here's Booker. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with the 9-point. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Paul George really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Beal. From the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Now Durant. Paul George missing from long range. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Oubre sets the screen for George. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
No good from Durant. Philadelphia leading by 15. Here's Maxey. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. They set the screen. Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
Well, you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now Kevin Durant. Paul George missing from long range. Takes a 3. Book it! Devin for 3.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
From deep, George. George missing again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And stolen by Maxey. Pass to Grimes. From past the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Richards got 8 rebounds in this game. Left side, Durant. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now, here's Oubre. He has 6. Hits it from 3-point range.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, Oubre. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Off target from outside. Pass to Durant from deep 3-point land. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Durant's got 15.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
From deep, George. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Off target with his 3. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. They led by as many as 18 points.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's McCain. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers ahead. They lead by 18. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Philadelphia leading by 15. Lets it go from deep. A nice shot by McCain.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Jones, the pass to Booker. O'Neal sets the screen for Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Philadelphia shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Dunn dishes to Plumlee. Phoenix, no good that time either. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wasted no time on that one. And the 76ers lead by 21.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D. Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
The Suns have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And here's Booker from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Three-pointer, Butler. Booker pulls it in. Suns trail by 18. Jones for 3. They get it back. Poke loose. Embiid with the steal. Three-pointer, Butler. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. So for the Suns, Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. Puts up a 3. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Sinks the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Durant launches from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand. I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And done with the slam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
George, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
There's Beal with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Grimes passes to Oubre. Jacks up a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Dunn's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading by 13. Fires the 3. And Kelly Oubre, good for 3. Oubre's got 6 in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And another 3 from Oubre. And the 76ers lead by 19. And here's KD for 3. KD on the wing. Misses the 3. And it's the 76ers with the ball. There's the triple. Oubre can't get it to go. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. Booker with a deep 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Oubre for 3. The rebound by Richards. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.